But the important thing is we're talking about Magic Johnson, we're talking about HBO miniseries, because this is definitely an IJ game that we got going on for Tower.
Is he a sports fan?
No, the joke is that every time we have a every time we have an IJ game, the conversation is about anything but StarCraft.
Okay, yeah, deafening.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so in reality, this isn't an IJ game. We've got Iron versus Hexe on the tower. Both of them, Iron kind of a rising star, Hexe saying that she plays about once every 3 weeks. So, honestly though, Hexe's got a reputation, and I gotta see what kind of nastiness we get out of her.
Yeah, and we got some StarCraft 2 to warm up for her. That was...
It's certainly a decision. It can make you play really, really fast if you're used to holding down keys. Oh, she's playing Hearthstone too? Alright, I believe this was
got the difficult split. Hey, not too bad, but...
that's actually pretty rough. It took a while for it to resolve. That's going to be a long split. I think that's probably one of the things that atrophies first in terms of like how often you play, is getting some of
still not there.
Getting some of the more niche mechanics clean, and that would include like this split on this spawn.
I am not these.
Alright, so bigger thing about this though is that
Just watching Magic Mike in between this game.
Oh, alright. Hexe has a lot of a reputation for doing like a lot of really cheesy and aggressive builds, but in this case we are not seeing like a 5 pool. We have the Overlord coming, so we're not even going to see a 9 pool out of Hexe, so I think that we're going to see a little bit of standard play, which honestly I think is actually...
Favors Iron. 100% favors Iron.
It favors Iron, but at the same time, it creates like this mix-up. I was practicing with Iron beforehand, and he was talking about how he just wanted to 2-gate on this map because he thought it would answer a lot of Hexe's cheesy stuff.
And yet he's not 2-gating.
No, we're going forward fast.
Or at least very late.
Overpull here out of Hexe. We should be seeing the expansion coming up in about probably 30 seconds. And the big question here on Iron's part is he going to go for Cannon before Nexus? Actually, he's scouting this out. Iron's being very conservative here with his money, but making the decision to go for Cannon. The Cannon is late for what we're getting. At least it's not going to stop the drone from getting in, but at the same time, you really don't care all that much. Nice! Ooh. Iron got to drone kill. So we're going Cannon into Nexus here for Iron. Hexe looks like probably 2 pairs of Lings on the Overpool. God, this is so annoying.
Shooting a drone through the minerals. Could have went with Nexus first, with how devastating the probe has been.
Right. I think that honestly a lot of it just comes down to mentality. I think that even though Iron got a good scout, like got first scout, got a lot of damage, I think that he's still thinking about needing to be a little more defensive because of how, like, Hexe's reputation and how he practiced. But really standard play for both sides.
This wall is difficult for Protoss, but this cannon that's right underneath the forge can hit like everything.
Yeah. And that actually makes it pretty hard to bust anything but the forge from like the diagonal over here.
Yeah, so Zerg's gonna have to shoot that specific cannon down. if they're gonna try to bust at all. Like you must kill that cannon.
Alright, so no Overlord going over that way. We have a couple Lings out on the map trying to stop the Probe Scout. Another thing that I've seen Iron be really strong at is getting his probes in and doing a little bit of damage, harass, or just getting info with them, but Hexe is really on top of denying scouting.
Looks like it's gonna be a layer. What? Never mind.
No, just a late Hydra Den. That's gonna delay range. We'll get speed at a relatively decent time, but having the Den be that late means that range is gonna be late. And that's really important on this map, given the tough angles to break. Iron up to Stargate, so we will be getting the Corsair out there, and we'll be getting a Scout at some point.
Ooh, the extra Lings may make it look like it's layer play.
Wait, are we doing a speed bust, maybe?
Yeah, it's looking like so, but that's usually a anti-gateway build, but
Right.
it's good, especially if there's not cannons.
And right now...
And it can hit a little bit sooner.
Especially because the Hydra Den was so late, where, like I said, unless you're going range first, it's going to be really hard to get the breakout, but if you go range immediately, then there's definitely some room to play here.
She's doing it really well. Like on the third base, you could actually go one drone less when you do this build than the 973, which...
And given
looks
that
like
we
she's
lost
practiced
a drone early on, or one
She did
drone short
go-
on 2 bases, but...
I mean speed first, though, for the Hydras. The
True.
Hydras look pretty quick.
Yeah, those are fast Hydras. So, Iron has no idea this is coming, oh my god. Just starting his cannons here, but if we go
This
in
always
right now...
kills me as an observer when we just see army sitting and we know that the player could kill.
But the crazy thing is you never know as a player. You're just like, okay, if I walk in, I'm gonna lose everything. But instead,
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
huge
Let's go,
opportunity. Going in on the cannon. Cannon's down immediately. Gonna start losing more behind this. The Zealot's dying off screen. Couple of probes pulled, but that's not nearly
Let's
enough.
get these Lings coming. Let's go
we are
Lings. They're
really
just sitting in
desperate
the
to
middle
hire.
of the map.
Hexe trying to focus fire. Gonna lose all the Hydras, but we've got the Lings back here. A couple more Hydras as well. This is good buzz potential. Iron's economy in shambles at the moment, and very short on minerals to make new cannons. I think Hexe's gonna get this.
Yeah, the rally just needs to be in the base now.
Right. Iron's really trying to do anything he can to keep these cannons alive and let them finish morphing, but I think that we're just gonna have a ever so slight break for Hexe.
Grabbing her reinforcements, this will be the kill.
Yeah. Very well timed from Hexe. Not even waiting for range, just going right away. Man. Why can't my games ever be this easy? Alright, out in the chat, we definitely got the appropriate commentary. They said that I'm washed. I said that I'm washed. I think we're all right here. But the
I
truth
liked
is...
your statement earlier, though. You have to be washed to be.
To get clean. Absolutely. All right. So Iron getting a little bit dunked in the first game. The Hexe got second in path. This is how you know you're a true gamer, true ADHD. Proper at RTS is you got the split attention even while you're playing a game. That's why you can't sneak up on Hexe ever, because she's just got like, yeah, not even ADHD, ADHD. Just deficit.
84K.
Yeah, there you go.
88K.
All right, so I wonder if Iron's gonna try something a little different here, or even just be more conservative with his cannon count this game. I feel like aside from the attempt to skimp on cannons and like the not getting the Corsair out of the map fast enough because Hexe was very aggressive with her timing, I don't feel like Iron really did anything that was cutting too many corners.
Yeah, I was thinking about whether he could do like a little zealot move out. You know, when you go against 973, he'll do like a 3-2 zealot move out and try to kill like a drone or two and just disrupt the Zerg. But Hexe even built like 8 Lings despite going Hydras, that she even made us feel like it was going to be like a range Hydra build.
Right.
And Speedlings. So I really think Iron, with seeing how many Lings she built, felt like it was going to be layer.
And it makes total sense too. Like, if we have complete information and we get bamboozled on what the build's going to be until the trap snaps, I don't know how Iron's supposed to have an idea.
Probes do a switcheroo. Oh, his control groups. He must have clicked top right with his bottom probe and bottom right with his bottom probe, and they got mixed up. So hatchery goes down without any...
No interference.
Yep, and in fact, I think that was a hatchery first.
That looks to be the case, yeah. Now... Alright, we've got the Overlord floating over here, so that means that there's no real chance to do a cannon rush on that without Hexe knowing. You can still put the pylons down and try and rush it, but it's going to be information right away. You don't get the cover of darkness. And Iron's just trying to harass the minerals back here, trying to disrupt the mining some. Pretty
and
annoying
anytime
stuff.
we see early speed, I'm always wondering if it's going to be layer, speed, hydras. I don't know, for a Protoss, you see a Zerg has gas, it means too many different things. Especially when they have 12 drones.
Right. Okay.
Ooh!
This guy
A
is
signature move and a little bit of drone-on-drone fighting.
This guy's cracked with it, man. I swear to God, he's playing Doom. He just forces infighting and sits back while the monsters kill each other. Alright, so Hexe gets the scout out on Iron, sees, alright, we've got one gate expand, or one cannon expand, I'm sorry. Same as before. This time the cannon's a little bit further back. We still have room to push in front, but makes this one a little bit harder to break with Hydras.
Yeah, the Zealots could do a little dance if a Hydra comes in.
Right.
Zealots go forward, and then as the Hydras run away, they just hide back right into the wall.
6 Lings on this. If we get the right spread here, Iron sees it.
Could go through.
Yeah, it's not Ling tight. Oh my god. The Zealot is just in time. They're still going to make it into the main. 3 Lings can do a lot of damage, but this is also Foreigner StarCraft, so I think it was Dragon who said that anytime Lings are in the enemy Protoss's base, it's good for Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, if Hexe gets to kill a probe or two, it'll be nice. It's, but yeah, you gotta spend your actions wisely. Maybe just shift them around. But it does look like her screen's remaining in this base.
She's going
and not
lair,
actually killing.
so one of the big things about that is aside from droning up, there's not a huge demand. We're going Lair and Lings. All right. Hexe wants to keep playing aggressive here, I think.
We're getting... What was the tech for Iron?
Yeah, he's got Citadel, so we're going Sairless.
Citadel, sweet. All right. I would love to see Muta versus Speedlot.
And I mean, we've got the Spire coming out here right here too, so this is really good potential for just kind of a straight up counter from Hexe. I don't know if she saw the Citadel or if it went down after her Lings died. I think it went down after the Lings died. Potential for a little bit of damage here, and even more than that, the Lings being made just represents damage on its own. Iron trying to be annoying, just pulling back behind these minerals here, making it hard for Lings to get surface area.
Ooh, a very defensive Sunken too, so once these Zealots are cleared up, I would like to see it canceled. It's going to be too far back for the late game.
Right. Could even use that as just a spore for defending against Corsair Harass. Like, it's way early, but you can leave it and just kind of have the option select later. This is going to get a little bit of damage. Okay, not with Hexe bringing back the Speedlings. Iron doesn't have anywhere to tuck this into safely. It's still going to get 2 on it, and trade 3 for 1.
Ooh, and then the Sunken's also interrupting the gas mining.
Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, the pathing on that is insane. Maybe?
Okay, they fix themselves?
They fix themselves. No, no,
Oh, no,
okay.
it comes back.
It's just, every once in a while, something goes a little bit nutsy. Oh shit, we got in.
Okay, that cannon's really low. She worked on it earlier.
The shield coming back, though, is going to give it a little more oomph, but not enough. Alright, Zealots are back, though. They're able to defend the probes. I don't think we've lost a single probe.
If she's building Mutalisks right now, there's only going to be like 1 cannon. Oh, going Scourge.
We've got Mutas up front, though. And Mutas over here as well. 4 Mutas ready
I want those Mutas to beeline to the main.
1 cannon here. Nothing that's covering the back of the mineral line here. But Hexe's a little bit conservative right now. Seeing the Zealots coming across, you can at least harass them on the map if you want to. 5 Mutas. Hexe burning through all of her gas right now, and Iron is flush with it. Really needs some tech out of him that's going to use the gas. But right now, he's also
and the Sunken gets some work in. Here we go. And it's going to become a tank, so that's really nice.
Oh yeah, he's not even going after the drones. He's just right on top of the Sunken. Sunken's not even going to die, man.
1 Zealot into the main, 2 Zealots into the main.
It's not going for the drone line either. He's just eating as much time off the Mutas as he can. But we've got a pretty okay swarm for this point in the game. 7 Mutas ready to go. And it's just more Zealots trying to escape onto the map. Couple of cannons to defend the mineral lines, but there's still... We're finally getting the first tech that's going to use this gas.
So if you're going to kill Zealots, you should be like droning and adding hatches. But if you're killing probes, then you could just go aggressive.
Right. Hexe is working on getting 5 hatches out. Good damage on this cannon, though. We'll lose a couple of Mutas. 3 Mutas down so far, but that's ripping and tearing right on through this base. These 7 Mutas is enough to take out 2 cannons. Almost the 3rd, but they gotta back off. A little bit too aggressive here from Hexe. Nice counterattack from Iron. Not able to find any surface area onto the Sunken and just backing out. Alright, more Lings. We've got the extra hatchery, so we're going up to 5 hatch, looks like. And Hydra Den is coming, but that's really late for having Hydra upgrades. Because slow and rangeless Hydras are not a feels-good unit. I think Iron's in a pretty good position to stabilize here. Hexe's not out of this game by any means, but when you look at the supply and take into consideration that 12 of that is Mutalisks...
Hopefully she saw that blur.
Maybe. Have to be mindful of these Archon. Now, the Overlord spread here is pretty good. It's not going to be easy to get in and get by for free damage. We're even pulling back a little bit so that the Sunken's going to have a better chance to hit the Dark Templar. But we don't have Hydras. Our larvae are sitting here. I think Hexe might be dead.
Yeah, stuck at 61 supply.
Oh,
it's
no.
always bad to get attacked when you're
supply blocked. I didn't
Supply
even see
block.
that. Yeah, this is a crisis. We're gonna get supply blocked even deeper here. The Overlord's about to die. The Mutalisk's doing the best thing they could do right now, which is dying and freeing up supply for Hydras and Lings. Round of Hydras popping, but we've got big tanky units that have upgrades. Hydras haven't even gotten their speed or range yet, I think. Yeah, those are slow and low Hydras. And just like anything that's slow and low, they're gonna get smoked.
these Hydras are getting born and then slapped in the face.
Oh, we just went straight Lurker. Okay, I can respect that decision. It's not gonna be enough. Nice control of Hexe's units overall, just trying to stay away from where they're going to get picked off, get like as much value out of them as you can. We're even sending the Lurkers across the map to try and do something with it and pull Iron away from the natural. It's actually working. I don't think Iron has no robo. He has no detection, so this is just going to be free damage on the map.
Nice. Ooh.
Iron's actually backing off here. This is a great soul read here from Hexe.
Yeah, if Hexe manages to double expand, maybe putting these Lurkers on top of a high ground at like 6 o'clock, this will be right back into the game.
That being said, I mean, that's a tall order when you're this far behind. You're able to buy time, you're able to get a little bit of damage here and there, but you're still in a really bad situation. Using the spines to break out through the egg. And Iron's camping one of your possible base locations. Alright, Iron's making the pivot over to this area of the map. Driven away by the Lurker. He can't take a third, so Hexe's shutting down the immediate third expansion opportunities. Don't think 0-0 Ling's the play here, but I'm not the one playing the game. And we're coming out to try and retake the third for Hexe. Because we lost 2 hatcheries as well, Hexe's banking a lot of money. Having a hard time spending enough to having a hard time getting enough larva to spend.
So it looks like she's gonna take her natural third and then maybe a... Oh, never mind. That's a Scourge flying around in the bottom left. I thought that was going to be a drone.
No. I'm thinking that, like, Hexe wants to double expand, but right now, at least, we need a 5th hatchery somewhere. Just to get us some larvae going.
Oh, it's a single Muta, not a Scourge.
Alright. Looking for that second expansion now, going towards 6 o'clock, I think. But again, this is a gigantic army, and now we have observers. So I feel like it's gonna take a massive throw for this game to go anywhere but in Iron's favor. Now we're kind of trickling the army around a little bit. Alright, here we come. Observer just slightly late to the party, but able to give some vision, bash down the Lurker. There's more where that came from, though. The wall is looking pretty solid. Overlord's first to die. Supply is critically low here for Hexe. Storm on the choke, and she calls GG before the wall even breaks down. We are at 1-1. Tough game for Hexe there, honestly. A good way of making hay, I guess, but is that just a thing where I'm from, or is that like kind of a nationwide saying, making hay?
Maybe like agricultural.
Yeah, I think it's because I grew up too close to farms, basically making the best of a bad situation. Yeah, I think that after not getting as much damage with the Mutalisks as she wanted to, Hexe did a great job of defending and kind of prolonging the game a little bit, but Iron's pushes can be so lethal. It's really hard to hold after you lose your third. Man. Hexe calling for Fighting Spirit. That is a map I have not seen in many moons, and a map I wish not to see anytime soon. I got you, Iron. Yeah, this is not my favorite map. I think it's just a little bit boring. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. I gotta change the turn rate. Change the turn rate. That's the speed, not the turn rate. There we go. Let's try it again.
I've accidentally played games on faster.
Dude, it's so bad. It feels laggy.
Yeah.
And I think that Fighting Spirit to me is the 4-player version of Neo Dark Origin, where it just feels like a really slow map. Where attacking is very difficult, and honestly too, I think that it's really good for mutas, but it's really boring for mutas. Alright though, if this is a best of 3, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, this map doesn't feel so bad when you're playing against other people in UPL. What hurts is when you're playing against some guy that's employing one of his 3 strategies on the map for 20 years.
I've got a bunch of replays that are like strat-specific things that I found like on Bag of Builds or something like that, where it's always on this map, and I'm sitting here thinking, how is this viable? And then I'm like, oh wait, it's Fighting Spirit. Okay, never mind.
2-base Hydra Queen, yeah, stuff like that.
Like Majang stuff. Alright, so we are 9-pulling here. This is no overpull, baby. This is the bona fide spice that we know Hexe for. Are we gonna get the extractor trick variation too? Do the proper 9-pull? Nah, we're just going straight OV. We're not gonna get nice and spicy with the larva. Iron, you are such a jerk, my dude.
Will he get a probe kill this game? Make it like 3 games where he's gotten a probe kill.
Now, the second one was a self-inflicted drone kill, let's be real. That was all Hexe doing the work, and Iron just had the coup de grace. Okay, the third Ling was a little bit late. I think we were inefficient with the, larva. Unimportant overall. But Iron's gonna need to get this... Oh my god, he's going Nexus before Cannon on a 9 pool. I think he's just dead. I think he's just dead. Okay, he had to go Cannon right then. I think he actually needs a second Cannon.
Pulse probes. Oh, Nexus! What?
What is this man doing? Alright, we are pulling probes. The Lings aren't crossing the map.
Oh no!
Hexe's playing defensive. Decided the 9 pool wasn't worth it. It was scouted.
But more Lings. What? Oh, come on.
Okay. This is wild. So...
The probes go back. So now it's open.
Oh, no.
There's a gateway now, but...
I think Iron's dead. I think it just ends right here. Hexe's gonna wait for all 10 Lings to get in one spot, and we're just gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. The Dolphins lose the Super Bowl. All right. Chilling for a second, going for the pylon. This is the right play. A little more disciplined. Iron is in trouble. Iron is dead. Hexe showing why she is an absolute Gouda master. She is way Gouda than any of us. She is, artisanal cheeser. Now this Iron saw everything and just didn't react accordingly. He's talked to me on cast before about, okay, you see 9 pool, this is what you need to do. You need a second cannon. What's he do? He goes 1 cannon Nexus gateway, no second cannon, not finishing the wall, not blocking. The man knew it and the man threw it. That being said, we got a whole pile of cannons here. We are not done defending yet. We actually canceled a gateway to get 1 more cannon before the forge fell. But Hexe with a pretty massive advantage. Drone count's a little bit scarce. But we've got bases. We've even got an Anderson base floating over here. Hexe knows the kind of player that she is. And the kind of player that she is ready to rock. Had to go 4 probes on the gas because of the fact we made it inefficient. Oh, this is tragic. And then we're just gonna go ahead and bust. Iron can't even get out of his own base. He's switched over to 2-gate effectively now. May as well make a forge and go to mini Renek build. Just, you know, with a 3-minute delay. Stargate up. And we are power droning. There's only 2 zealots. Unless you get back to the cannons, Iron, you cannot push through these. Maybe a little bit here if you get a good arc, good surface area. Even then, Hexe is not letting anything go for free. Expanding is strictly forbidden. And this is just going to be a 3-hatch Hydra bust. At this point, Hexe's not even worried about anything that Iron can do. 2-gate? Yeah, whatever. I've got more than enough Hydras to deal with this. Speed's probably done. Range is on its way. And we can see with how low the gas is that Hexe is just pumping out Hydras right now. We're even going for a 4th hatch here. I like it. 5 Hydras, 5 Zealots. But we've got a nice Sim City and a bunch of Lings to back us up, too. Iron is toasted, man. I'm expecting a lot of wine after this, not because he's a whiner, but because it's been paired well with this cheese. Nice micro here from Hexe as well, not letting a single Hydra die. Delectable. Alright, throw away a couple. We've also got supply block now on Hexe. Iron managed to get a... I think he got a Corsair somewhere to attack a... Yeah, we had a Corsair attacking an Overlord. Hydra's trying to cross the map here. It's gonna be easy for the Zealots to clean up. More back here, though. That's where it gets difficult. I don't think we're gonna be able to keep this natural. I think it's illegal. 5 Zealots. We have no speed. We have no upgrades. And Hexe is controlling this fantastically. More Hydras coming. I know that he's thinking if I don't manage to get the natural up, that it's over. But I really do feel like this natural is illegal right now. Corsair is down. Hexe still has plenty of supply cap. One cannon, that's not enough to even start to keep you safe there, buddy. 11 Hydras. They're just gonna shred through these double blade men. You see, Zealots may be scary, but in the end, they're very vanilla. They're just kind of your big dumb boys. And Hydras are a very cerebral, big brain unit. That's why they have this particular shape they do, gigantic heads, to fit their huge brains. And that's why Hexe's winning here, is brains over brawn. Don't even need any more. 6 Hydras, nothing left behind it. Okay, it may be a couple of them coming behind. Now moving on to the Nexus. Pylons down. DT, but would you look at here? We've got a contingency plan. The Invisible Men are no match for the big brains. And Iron, I don't know if it's a best of 3 or a best of 5, but if it's a best of 3, the man is out of here. Is that all she wrote?
It's up to her. We didn't plan best of 5, so it's up to her.
Okay.
It's a best of 3.
All right. Iron. I hope you learned your lesson. Don't challenge someone that you can't beat. And Hexe, absolutely undefeatable. It's a horrible movie, but it's a great description of this Scandinavian powerhouse.
You need to make a second cannon.
I'm saying that.
I didn't see how many links you made.
I know, that's why you need a second cannon. You lost the pro.
Yeah, but I was supposed to. I was about to block the wall, and I just was slightly late on blocking the wall.
All right, I'm
You can block with probes without making the second cannon.